Madridistas, we are back from international break and we are back to our winning ways as well as Real Madrid defeats Leganes today 3-2. Kylian Mbappe. Let me say this, guys. Kylian Mbappe scored a free kick today. Mind blown. I cannot believe it. It finally happened in that beautiful white kit in the Santiago Bernabeu. There's no place I'd rather see Kylian Mbappe score his first ever free kick than today at home in the Santiago Bernabeu. Again, for Real Madrid to win the game 3-2. Jude Bellingham joins in on the fun today, gets a little tap-in goal. And guys, if you watched the preview, I told you all of this would happen. I said Jude Bellingham would get on the board, and I called it as well, saying Kylian Mbappe would be getting a brace. So if that doesn't earn your subscription, I don't know what will. So if you guys can, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new around here. And guys, let's get started. Recapping the game, giving you my thoughts, and of course, my man of the match. But coming into this game, first of all, it's been forever. It's been forever since we've been making one of these match reaction videos because I'm just missing this Real Madrid team. I miss, international football's fun, but there's something special about this Real Madrid team. And luckily, we get the win today. And it looked a little sloppy at times, but, coming into this game, what was going to be the starting 11? We're just getting back from international break. A lot of the players from South America, flying from Uruguay, flying from Brazil, all sorts of things. That's a long trip, even though you're flying first class, which I wouldn't mind be flying first class. I probably wouldn't be complaining. But sometimes it's a long flight. But it is what it is. But Carlo Ancelotti today, I was wondering in the preview, I said, what is going to be the starting 11? I said, this is what I want. I said, let's go with the starters. Carlo Ancelotti had something a little bit different, guys. Take a look now at the screen. This is a starting 11 that Carlo Ancelotti put out there. I thought it was interesting. Let's break it down. I'm clicking around. I'm clicking too many things. Kylian Mbappe up top, Brahim Diaz, Jude Bellingham, Arda Güler. Seeing Brahim and Arda Güler both in the starting 11 was honestly just shocking to me. Luka Modric, Camavinga, Fran Garcia, Rudiger, Raul Asensio, Lucas Vazquez, and then Andre Lunin. Personally to me, I was a fan. I was like, this is an interesting starting 11. Again, when we take a look at that starting 11, a couple of different things I want to kind of note out here. First of all, we're missing so many people who would be normal starters, right? We don't have Mendy. We don't have Vinny. We don't have Rodrigo. We don't have Fede Valverde out there. We don't have Tchouaméni out there as well. And we don't have Thibaut Courtois. So coming to this game, we don't have six to five of what the normal starters would be. So I think we when we need to look at this game, we kind of need to think about that when we think of this game as a whole. I thought it was a good performance overall. Was there times in this game that we were a little sloppy? Of course. That was to kind of be expected. But overall in this game, I was very much encouraged. And the thing too, the beginning of this game, it was a little sloppy. It was a little slow. But the one thing I will say, I thought we actually came out I thought Jude Bellingham was absolutely fantastic in this game. Just a spoiler right now, he was one of the best players today. He was fantastic. Not only the goal, but so many passes in this game that didn't lead to goals ultimately, but that were just fantastic passes, whether it was a through pass to Brahim Diaz, whether it was a through pass to Fran Garcia, or whether it was what led up to the first goal in this game was a pass to Arda Güler, and Arda Güler gets taken down in the box, and I don't want to hear it from any Barcelona, Atletico Madrid, any hater of Real Madrid. That is a foul. That is a foul on Arda Güler, and Arda Güler, rightfully so, earns the penalty for Real Madrid, and it is the man, the myth, the Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe, I think he is just has so much confidence in him. And you see it on the penalty kick because it is a Panenka penalty kick. He hits it straight at the keeper. The keeper tries to save it. It was never going to be saved. It is 1-0 for Real Madrid in this one. And just to see Kylian Mbappe step up there, and, we saw the struggles earlier this year with Mbappe at the penalty spot. He didn't have confidence. He has a lot of confidence now. And so much for him being a flop. We'll be talking about him just a little later on goal number 2 today. But again, stepping up, hitting the Panenka kick right at the center of the goal to put Real Madrid up 1-0. Unfortunately, I didn't even get a chance to celebrate that goal because right away for Leganes in this one, they counterattack and it is a goal. I mean, what was that? 30 seconds later, it was incredible for them. 30 seconds later, it's Diego Garcia, and I don't really know who to blame on this goal. The thing is, Fran Garcia does keep him onside in this goal, but I don't know. I don't know if that was Rudiger there. I don't know if that's Raul Asensio. It just seemed to I think kind of like everybody else who was watching the game, I was just completely shocked that Leganes was able to capitalize right away. And then, just a little bit later in this game, unfortunately, It's wake-up time because it is now 2-1 for Leganes, as this time it is Dani Rabah who actually gets the goal. And here's the thing. A lot of you guys were telling me on Twitter, if you're not following me on Twitter, follow me on Twitter. I was pretty good. I was pretty good on Twitter today. We'll talk about something that I tweeted about earlier. But when it came to this game as well, and the Dani Rabah goal, he actually scores at the 41st minute, right before halftime. And the issue with this one, a lot of people were saying, this was Lucas Vazquez's fault. I don't think so. Because what happens on this goal, I'm clicking around too much, guys. I'm struggling right here. What happened is Brahim Diaz loses the ball about midfield here. And the issue is where we are, everybody's kind of far up the pitch. So what happens is Brahim Diaz loses the ball. Lucas Vazquez is here, and then Lucas Vazquez's guy kind of goes. Well, Lucas Vazquez doesn't think he's going to be losing the ball, right? He's making runs toward the right wing. He doesn't think he's going to be losing the ball. So when the guy makes the counterattack, Raul Asensio does a great job on this and actually stops him. And the issue that I really had, I think it was probably the midfield, Camavinga, Jude Bellingham, Luka Modric. They didn't get back, maybe not Jude as much because he was a little deeper. But Modric and Camavinga, they didn't get back. And so Rabah was able to get the easy goal on this one. It is what it is. That kind of happens sometimes. I'm not blaming Lucas Vazquez at that. Couple of big chances in the first half. We ended the first half 2-1. We are down at this time. Couple of big chances for Leganes that they just capitalize. And that's just kind of what happens sometimes in these games. They get a couple of opportunities and they capitalize. And when you take a look at some of the stats in this one, it was 4 shots with 2 on target and 3 big chances for Leganes. And they scored. They did have 1.95 XG in this one. It's just because they're easy goals, man. 0.77, 0.77. Like, those are just easy goals for Leganes. I'm not that surprised. I was encouraged. It wasn't the prettiest game, but this Real Madrid team, we had multiple opportunities in this first half. Brahim Diaz, Kylian Mbappe could have scored a couple of goals. I mean, honestly, Brahim Diaz probably could have scored a hat trick today. He had at least 2 that I can remember. One off the post, one off the bar, and then he missed a wide open chance as well. Again, Brahim Diaz could have scored a hat trick in this one. We were just missing our opportunities, and we easily could have had 3 to 4 goals in the first half. So while the score, we were down 2-1. I was encouraged with how we were playing. Again, we are playing without 6 starters in this game, 5 or 6, depending on how you look at it. Now, the thing that I was very happy about in the second half is we come out exploding right away, because we come out and it is Jude Bellingham who gets the ball. Jude Bellingham gets the shot, and then it's Brahim Diaz gets the rebound and hits the crossbar, and then Jude Bellingham is there to slide tackle this ball in a beautiful tap and goal, just like I predicted. Just like I predicted in the match preview, guys. Jude Bellingham ties up the game 2-2. Very happy with Jude Bellingham in this one. A little later, Vini and Rodrigo finally come on. The Brazilians are on after that long trip back. Arda Güler, Brahim Diaz come off, and then Fede Valverde comes on for Lucas Vazquez. And then Rodrigo earns us not a penalty, guys. It was a foul right in front of the box. And I was like, is it going to be Fede Valverde? Is it going to be Rodrigo? I was actually tweeting out my thoughts. Again, guys, if you're not following me on Twitter, what are we doing? What are we doing? If you have a Twitter, follow me on Twitter. I was tweeting out saying, I really wish that Kylian Mbappe would learn how to shoot some of these, set pieces, these free kicks, because I feel like it's just so many missed opportunities. He must have been reading the tweets on the bench. Carlo Ancelotti must have been reading it. Guys, I'm telling you, he's watching the videos. Carlo Ancelotti was reading it. Says, Kylian Mbappe, step up there, take the free kick. And not only does he take the free kick, he puts it into the back of the net. Kylian Mbappe getting his first ever free kick. I can't believe it. I honestly cannot believe it. To see it today was fantastic. Fran Garcia with a little tap pass to him, and it's Kylian Mbappe slotting it home. Beautiful, beautiful free kick. And I'm counting that as a free kick. I know a lot of you saying, it wasn't like a direct free kick because Fran Garcia had a tap. That counts as a free kick. If we're counting it for Fede Valverde, that counts as a free kick. And I'm assuming, yes, they did do it as well. They counted it on SofaScore as a free kick. Very, very happy to see it. SofaScore, good job for you guys. But the thing with Kylian Mbappe, and what a flop he is, guys. What a flop. Remember, if you've been watching the channel for a while, I've been very confident in this kid. I said there's too much talent. He is too talented to not work out at Real Madrid. We've seen it for France for years now. We've seen what happens in the World Cup final, getting a hat trick in the World Cup final. We saw what happened when he won the World Cup before, when he was like 18 years old. He's too talented. And for him being a flop, he has now tied Cristiano Ronaldo with 33 goals for Real Madrid in his debut season. I'm telling you guys right now, the best is yet to come. Kylian Mbappe is going to score so many goals for Real Madrid. Golden boots all the time. So many things. Ballon d'Ors. I can never say that right. So many of those I'm anticipating for Kylian Mbappe. And right now, he's just exuding confidence. He has so much confidence right now. And I was so happy to see it. We almost get a hat trick in this one, but it doesn't happen. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. And Real Madrid, we come back from international break. We don't start all the starters, and we still win the game 3-2. Very happy with the overall performance today. So, guys, let's recap the game a little and tell you some of my player ratings as well. Let's start in the back. I'm going with Andre Lunin. Not a good day. Not a good day for Lunin. You know, the thing is, too, a lot of were the saves that he could have made. That wasn't really his fault. It was just really close quarters for him. Again, when you actually take a look at where the goals were, they're just right in front of them. There's not much that he can do there. Not a great day. I'll probably go like a 6-5 for Lunin today. That's not really his fault. I thought Fran Garcia was fantastic today. So many different opportunities that he was creating. He had a couple different fast breaks too. And here's the thing I want to mention, guys. I was tweeting it out. When Fran Garcia and Brahim Diaz were on the same side, I was getting them confused. They look like twins out there. The 20 and the 21, the same hairstyle, the same height. I was very confused. So, guys, let me know in the comments. Were you confused out there as well? Because I was very, very confused with them when they were balling out there. But I thought Fran Garcia was actually incredible today. 8.2 for me for Fran Garcia. Created so many different opportunities. I would like him to be a little better on some of his crosses into the box, but I thought he was very, very good today. Rudiger, Raul Asensio. I don't love Rudiger trying to take some of these shots, man. This had no pace on it. I would like him to be maybe taking some shots a little closer, but I thought Rudiger was okay today. I think he could have been a little better on the 2 goals for Leganes. Same thing with Raul Asensio. He did have a couple opportunities in the first half that I thought was fantastic. He almost gets a penalty for us. He does get the ball first, so it doesn't make it a penalty toward the end of the game. But I was happy overall with how Raul Asensio played today. I would say he was a little better than Rudiger. I'll probably go 6.9 for Rudiger, 7.1 for Raul Asensio today. Lucas Vazquez, not a great day, but at the same time, I don't think he was that bad today. You know, he helps out a lot on the attack. I don't think the goal was his fault. He didn't create too many opportunities for us. His passing was overall good. I just would have liked to see maybe a little more crosses into the box. I'll go like a 6.9 for Lucas Vazquez today. Camavinga, Luka Modric wasn't a great day for them either. I think Luka Modric was okay. He was creating a couple opportunities toward the middle of the game for us. His passing was decent. Camavinga, the thing with him too, 91% passing. I was happy about that. The long balls I thought were very good from Camavinga. So I was happy with that. Probably 7.2 for me for Camavinga. And we'll go a 7-1, I think, for Luka Modric. I think Camavinga was a little better with some of the passes and creativity. Now, up top, Brahim Diaz today. Again, I mentioned it. This could have been a hat trick. This could have been a hat trick day for Brahim Diaz. Couple of really good opportunities. This one in the 36th should have been one. 47th, I 100% thought this was going to be a goal. And then this one in the 54th definitely could have been a goal too. I didn't think he was bad. For some reason, SofaScore gave him a 6.2. I think that's ridiculous, personally. I thought he was actually a lot better than that. If you disagree with me, let me know in the comments. I thought he was, the thing is, he's not a winger. And here's the thing I kind of want to understand, and I want kind of all of us to understand out there. We basically put 3 10s out there in this game. And what do I mean by that exactly, right? I'm talking Brahim Diaz, Arda Güler, or Jude Bellingham. They're all 10s. They're all 10s. They are not wingers. I don't want to be seeing them as wingers. Look at them compared to like Vinny Jr., Kylian Mbappe, Rodrigo. It's night and day. It's night and day. I kind of would have liked to see maybe if Endrick would have got the start at the striker position, you could have moved Kylian Mbappe to the left wing. I kind of would like to see that. Or if you're going to be playing them, play them at their normal position. Let Jude Bellingham get some rest maybe sometimes, or let Jude Bellingham drop a little bit deeper and let Brahim be that 10. Let Arda Güler be that 10. At the same time, I was very happy overall with Brahim Diaz today. I think it's a little ridiculous that they gave him a 6.2. I'm probably going to go 7.2 because I thought he was good. He was creating opportunities for us. The ball just didn't bounce his way a couple times. He could have been a lot better. 7.2 for me for him. Jude Bellingham, we will be saving him. I think you know why. But Arda Güler, let's talk Arda Güler today because, it was kind of weird. When I was listening to the commentators, they were saying, that wasn't a good game from Arda Güler. I could not disagree more. Arda Güler creates the opportunity for us to earn the penalty in this one, makes a great run. He wasn't shooting the ball great. He does take one really good shot. It was from a set piece from a free kick, and it was on target. I wish it would have curled a little more. but he was creating multiple chances for us. He had 4 key passes in this game, 2 big chances created. I think over there on FOTMob, I saw there was 4 chances created for him. I thought he was good overall, 93% passing. I would, again, like to see him play a little more inside in the middle of the park. You know, when we take a look at his heat map, it's so much of like a right winger, right mid sort of role that he's playing. I prefer him if he's in the middle of the park, and I think a lot of the Turkish fans watching this would agree with me. Now, Kylian Mbappe, baby. Woo. 2 goals, the free kick goal, fantastic goal from him. Little Panenka straight down the middle. I thought it was a good day overall for Kylian Mbappe. You know, if I didn't give Arda Güler a rating, guys, I'm sorry. 8.3 for me for Arda Güler. I forgot about that. But when it comes to Kylian Mbappe today, I mean, this man's on fire. 33 goals in total. I believe he is now tied Robert Lewandowski now with overall goals in La Liga. He's probably going to be winning and having the most goals in La Liga this season. That's what I'm expecting, but we will see after we hate watch Barcelona tomorrow. But Kylian Mbappe today, 2 goals. I thought he was very, very good. Again, just getting back from international break with France. Very happy with Kylian Mbappe today. I'm going 8.9 for Kylian Mbappe today. Now, he wasn't my man of the match because my man of the match was Mr. Jude Bellingham. What a day for Jude Bellingham. You know, not only does Jude Bellingham get on the board for us in this game, and it is a sliding tackle to tap it in to put into the back of the net, but the chances that he was creating, the passes, the defending that he was doing was fantastic. 3 for 4 for long balls, 5 for 5 for dribbles. He was 12 for 15 on ground duels in this. I thought he was incredible. I honestly thought he was incredible today. He did so many good things, and I'm telling you, go watch some of the passes that Jude Bellingham's doing. The passes to, again, Brahim Diaz, to a Fran Garcia, to an Arda Güler to earn the penalty, to a Kylian Mbappe. He just holds up the ball so well. He controls the ball so well, and he is just the best midfielder in the world, hands down. I don't even think it's a debate. I thought he was incredible today, and to tap it off with the goal as well. Honestly, he had to be my man of the match. So I will go 9.2 is what they give him on SofaScore. I'll go probably a 9.3. I thought he was very, very good today. Even could have had probably another goal in this game, but very good game for him. Let's talk about Carlo Ancelotti, some of the subs today. We got to see Rodrigo come in, Vinny Jr. came in, Fede Valverde came in, and Tchouaméni. I would have liked to probably see that 5th sub come in. And my issue toward the end of the game, I want to be positive, but let's talk a little negative here, unfortunately. I don't like kind of holding on to my butt at the end of the game and really just like, please don't choke this. Please don't choke this, because that's what we all had to do toward the end of this game because Leganes was creating opportunities. I don't like that at the end of the game, especially when you, again, the players that I'm mentioning, you have Rodrigo out there, you have Vinny, you have Fede Valverde, you have Tchouaméni out there. We got better, you could say, arguably, toward the end of the game with the players that were out there. I want us to go find that 4th goal. Let's go be a little more aggressive. Don't give Leganes a chance to equalize this game and for us to, instead of getting 3 points, we only get 1. That's my issue with Carlo Ancelotti. And again, let's use that 5th sub. I understand that you used your 3 windows in this, but again, I want to see the 5th sub out there. Whether it is, you know, a David Alaba coming in, whether it's an Endrick, something like that. Endrick, you know, he kind of messes shit up. I kind of like to see Endrick out there. Get him some more minutes too. That's what I would like to see. I thought the starting lineup was interesting. I thought he did a good job overall. Maybe it was just the players that made it a little better for him. I thought overall, I'll probably go like a 7 for Carlo Ancelotti in my ratings today. But guys, let me know in the comments who is your man of the match. I think a lot of you are going to be torn between Kylian Mbappe, Jude Bellingham, maybe even some Fran Garcia, maybe some Arda Güler love. Very curious to hear from you in the comments. Again, guys, let me know who is your man of the match. If you're new around here, hit that subscribe button, like the video as well, guys. A lot more Real Madrid football toward the end of the season. Can't wait to be making my match preview coming up this week. We got Copa del Rey coming up. We got Champions League coming up the week after as well. So many games to be looking forward to, guys. And this is the home of your favorite Real Madrid YouTuber. I hope. And hopefully, if I'm not, I can become that for you. But guys, Dally with Dallyfc. Cheers. Enjoy the win. HALA Madrid.